It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Portland Trail Blazers at Moda Center. Taking a look at the Trail Blazers, they've gone 4-1 over the last 5, playing pretty well, and they're looking to build on that tonight. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position.
The starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland. At point guard, Shabazz Napier. At center, Timofey Mozgov. At power forward, Kevin Love. At the other forward position, LeBron James. At the other guard position, Freak. The head coach of the visiting team is David Blatt. Starting at small forward, at 6'9".
We are live, the home of the Trailblazers in beautiful Portland, Oregon. Back to the road tomorrow, as this is the final game of the Trailblazer homestand. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
And they prove that they know how to beat this team. We saw that in the first meeting. Can they make it a clean sweep on the season series? We'll find out tonight.
Well, they come in, I think, with the confidence that they can do just that. Make it a sweep. I mean, I look for them to attack early and really try to take the mental advantage here, the psychological advantage here in the early going.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Jackson is out there with Napier, and it's LeBron in the 3 slot.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw of the contest. And that one falls for Jackson. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against Chicago.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
And the basket by Lillard.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan. A basket.
Fires it up. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by LeBron. And it's 8 points for Freak.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Aminu dishes to Lillard. He feeds it to Stuckey. Passes it to Aminu. Back to Stuckey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, you can bet the defense wasn't expecting that kind of razzle-dazzle out of him. But the spin worked like a charm. Perfect.
Jackson has the open look. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's Lillard. Love grabs the board.
Well, he's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Jackson kicks to LeBron. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Here's Lillard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lillard's got his second basket.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Jackson passes to Mozgov, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Lillard dishes to Aminu. Back to Lillard. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt. Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
You better listen, man.
Here's Vonleh. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Stuckey into the lane. Good.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. Here's Napier. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Three-pointer. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And Aminu kicks to Lillard. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Terry Stotts. DB?
He said they've really got their work cut out for them dealing with a player like Kevin Love, saying he's a 25 points per game scorer and can just dominate the glass. Defensively, you just can never leave him open. No open shots. Get a body on him the second a shot goes up. He knows it's easier said than done, but guys, that's the game plan.
Thanks, Doris. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a win against Milwaukee.
A lot of firepower coming off the bench in that game really allowed them to escape with victory.
I thought the bench was the X factor for him. You can't rely on that kind of scoring coming from the reserves every game. But when it shows up, it's a nice weapon.
Jackson passes to LeBron. Here's Mozgov, and he uses the glass on the layup.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime dropped right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Cavaliers.
No doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Rodney Stuckey. Now here's McCollum. He's tightly guarded. No luck. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Last time they met in Cleveland.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing, just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and guys, once they got spiraling downward, there seemed to be no way to get out of it. All their offense went to pot. They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
And he drills it. Beautiful release there from Jackson. Jackson's got 17 now.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from behind the arc.
And Aminu kicks to McCollum. Plumlee with the screen. Lillard attacking. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Napier. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters. But if they even approximate that, watch out.
Now here's McCollum. 11-point game his last outing. And the shot is good.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
And now a look at LeBron James here. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. Assists, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
You talked about it. I mean, he's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not let them down.
Chris Kaman's checked in for Portland. Cleveland also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Smith comes in for Kevin Love. And Shumpert in there for Shabazz Napier.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Aminu following the basket by Freak. It's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. We look at the Clippers. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And checking out Portland, just way behind.
Yeah, and when you look at Portland, they weren't really being talked about as contenders coming into the season, but they have entered that conversation.
Just shows you how futile it is to try to predict what's going to happen before a season. I mean, it's been a great year for them, and they've still got plenty of room to improve for the postseason.
Here's Jackson following the score by Damian Lillard. LeBron kicks to Jackson. Cleveland moving it around. The feed to Smith. Clock at 4. Back to Jackson. Lets it fly. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And it's now 23 points for Freak.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for him. That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. Trailblazers trail by 13. McCollum kicks to Aminu. There's the dish to McCollum. Cantor sets the pick for McCollum. Pass to Aminu. Shoots the 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
Now here's Jackson. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Here's Aminu, trailing by 13. Kaman dishes to Johnson. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Here's Jackson, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Aminu, the pass to Kaman. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
LeBron kicks to Jackson. To the middle. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one. From deep. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the... And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard. The ex-meaner on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not because As long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, you know, that's all that matters.
I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
I think that would be accurate. I mean, Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Plumlee. Aminu comes in for Johnson. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for McCollum. Biyombo is checked in for Cleveland. Jackson comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's time for an injury report.
Kevin, I briefly chatted with the head athletic trainer for the Portland Trail Blazers. He relayed to me that it seems like he bruised his tailbone on that play.
All right, Doris, really appreciate you finding out how he's doing.
And you know, I know everyone is rooting for him to make a quick and full recovery.
Absolutely. I mean, his teammates want him back out there as much as he wants to be back out there.
Damian Lillard out there with Rodney Stuckey. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu, and it's Vonleh in at the power forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls, boy, was he tremendous. He finished with an incredible amount of points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Kaman's checked in. Then for the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And James subbed in for Johnson.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Trailblazers trail by 20. Lillard attacking. Shot is off. Good D by Thompson.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter. And that's an understatement. What a beautiful pass. And then the catch and finish all in one motion, stupendous.
An alley-oop like that, Clark, is just so rare. You just got to take a second and enjoy it.
And also, guys, how about the confidence? You have got to admire someone even willing to attempt a pass like that.
Here's Kaman. And the shot falls short this time.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard. It's at the top of that list.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be.
The Trailblazers will retain possession. Iman Shumpert's checked in for Cleveland.
Iman Shumpert.
Lillard against Jackson. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. Well, small forwards that can rebound the ball, such an asset to any team in the NBA. With now a look at the top rebounding wingmen. You take a look at Aminu, a terrific rebounder, 5th overall.
You know, the work they do on the boards is such a big part of all these players' games. I mean, they play much bigger than the grand majority of small forwards in our league.
Yeah, I think they all have that little bit of extra edge to their game that allows them to put up the kind of rebound numbers usually you only see from power forwards.
Lillard attacking, and he gets it to go. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Outside jumper. Cleveland moving it around. Jackson, that's good.
Boy, they've gone on this. Run and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passes.
Lillard bounces high off the rim and drops. Lillard's got 19 points.
Fellas, that's been a go-to shot for him today.
Yeah, and they found that sweet spot in the defense, and it's right between the paint and the three-point line, and boy, have they been rock solid. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket, but on that one, they were there.
To the inside, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Jackson drives in. Oh, wow. I mean, just beautiful.
Now that's the way it's done. Take it up high and throw it down with everything you got.
That's right. Clark, he was not going to take the soft approach on that drive.
I would certainly hope not. I mean, you get that kind of opportunity with little resistance from the defense, you got to take it.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
All right, guys, let's get up. Let's get loud for your Blazers.
1:44 left to play here in the second quarter. Aminu with the bucket.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Kicks it to Biyombo. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Another three for Cleveland.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Cantor's shot is off.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Here's Jackson. That three off the mark.
Well, after that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Stuckey has been putting up the numbers. 9 points and 3 dimes.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And so Stuckey nails both of them.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
LeBron dishes to Jackson. Back to James. To the paint. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
He used that pick just right. 14 points in the game for Stuckey.
Beautiful pick that time by Damian Lillard.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Shumpert kicks to Jackson. Dishes it to Biyombo. Back to Jackson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for Portland. Free.
Both free throws good from Jackson. 15 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Down low, here's Lillard. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Lillard's got 21 in the game.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Cavaliers on top, running away with it. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, you've been consistently able to find the open man through the first 2 quarters. What have you seen that you've been able to exploit in this defense?
All of it, really. I mean, I see the whole defense as something I can exploit. Man, honestly, I got them running around like a chicken with his head cut off right now. I'm just having fun like it's a pickup game at this point.
Wow, Kevin, not sure what to do with that one.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Hey guys, we've really taken the life out of this crowd, but I still want to talk to you for a minute. Number one, I love the teamwork we're seeing out of you guys. We're tearing them to shreds without passing at the offensive end. Let's keep that going and pile up those assists. Our three-point shooting was a highlight, though, and that should open things up for us inside the second half. They've got no choice but to come out a little higher on us on the perimeter. And in this half, I want us quick to get out on the break. Let's get headed up the floor as soon as we get our hands on the ball. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Really an extraordinary game for Jackson. He's got 36 points. And talk about the three ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today. Boy, he is just dangerous out there.
Trailblazers trail by 21. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Napier is out there with Jackson, and it's Mozgov in at the 5.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And finished off by LeBron.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
And you do. You have to have both ends of that play, and they were fantastic on that one.
Stuckey outside. Here's the screen. Plumlee with the screen. 6 on the shot clock. And the pass to Aminu. No good from outside. The Cavaliers leading by 23. And LeBron throws it down.
How can you describe an alley-oop that far away? I mean, wow.
There's not much you can say.
I tell you what, that was hell to Mary, guys. That was a long bomb.
And Lillard kicks to Stuckey. Vonleh setting the pick for Lillard. Back to Stuckey. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 5 assists in the game.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
And again, LeBron James. James has got 15 points.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And Lillard gets double teamed. Here's Plumlee, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Love.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
For Portland, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys. Guys are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse, so not too bad.
And the second free throw, good. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. The drive by Jackson, and the shot is good.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts. And that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
He's made all 3 of his free throws. So far.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to score a much better percentage.
And I'll tell you guys, I mean, to see the improvement he's made in his free throw shooting in the space of just 1 season, I think it's been remarkable.
Got a piece of it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stuckey drives inside. Great D that time from Love.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Napier. The shot is off. Nice D from Lillard.
Bro, I just tried to
Trailblazers
dunk
have gotten just one
on
of their first 4 shots to fall
Rodney
since
Stuckey
coming
and
out of the line
dunked over
with
the
the break.
rim, my nigga.
Vonleh down low. Working on James. And the rejection by LeBron. And he recovers it. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Jackson's got the ball. Osgood with the bucket.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean,
we need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the
The Trailblazers making a switch here.
ball movement and run something.
Don't you hate when you up by 30 and they tell you to calm down?
Slow down inside or run some
Chris
pick and
Kaman
roll
is
top.
checked in for Plumlee. Cantor comes in for Noah Vonleh. Rodney Stuckey's
Dude
checked in
always
for
be
Al
saying
Farouk
that.
Aminu. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. And the
Huh?
Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tristan Thompson is checked in for Mozgov. Johnson comes in for Kevin Love. Damon Shumpert's checked in for LeBron. And it's Jackson in for Napier. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt to be on fire from beyond. They have been really good from the three-point line.
Stuckey kicks to
Yeah,
McCollum.
you thought you had an open lane, bitch.
To the paint. Outside jumper. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Oh, you know I wasn't trying to get this.
Smith's got his 4th assist in this one.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
There's a screen by Cantor. McCollum up top, covered by Smith. Came in a screen on Smith. Shot clock at 5. Here's Cantor. Portland again missing.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball,
Nigga.
they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent.
Gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Stuckey outside. Pass to Johnson. Jackson against Stuckey. Feeds it to McCollum. On the wing, Johnson. Shot to end this cold run. Rebounded by Jackson.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
Yeah.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
Stuckey kicks to Cantor. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Shumpert passes to Jackson. Outside Shumpert. Johnson sets the screen for Shumpert. The screen from Thompson. Johnson with a screen on Johnson. And Thompson kicks to Smith. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 13 points for Smith.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today?
Hello.
Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Here's Jackson. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Now here's McCollum, covered by Smith. McCollum dishes to Cantor. Lets it go from 11. No luck.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
Dominating on the glass, Greg. I mean, a huge advantage for them in that particular category.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. We've got Plumlee. Goodwin out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Mo Harkless. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee.
2 points, Parkside.
Outside Jackson. Harkless with the steal. Oh, and here comes Goodwin all alone. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The first one falls.
Archie Goodwin at the line for 2.
And both free throws good for Goodwin. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Lillard attacking.
Lillard has been playing really well. He's got 21 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Goodwin. Biyombo with the block. And he's able to get it back. And stolen by Biyombo. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Wesley Johnson taking 2 shots.
And Johnson drops them both. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. It seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Greg, you think they've been rattled?
They have, Kevin, but that's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Here's Jackson, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Goodwin passes to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. And the layup is good. Lillard's got 24.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Jackson, good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got his 8th assist in the game. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Goodwin, good.
Goodwin with the shot.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Jackson kicks to Napier. Jackson dishes to Johnson. Back to Jackson for the 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Plumlee, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The first free throw is good.
Trailblazers, Mason Plumlee. 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's Jackson. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
The shot by Harkless, no good. Cleveland's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Cleveland gets it back, passes it to Biyombo. He dishes it to Jackson. On the wing, Johnson. Back to Jackson. 3-pointer. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Cleveland's gone to 3-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Outside for Jackson. Cleveland moving it around. Count the bucket.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Plumlee with the screen. Lillard, the pass to Plumlee. And Portland again with the bucket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Jackson misses. Trailblazers shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Lillard with no one around. Connects from three-point range. Lillard's got 27.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Looking at the game for Plumlee. He's got 8 points and also a block shot.
That free throw, no good for the Trailblazers. Tyler Johnson comes in for Goodwin. And McCollum subbed in for Damian Lillard. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Shumpert comes in for Shabazz Napier. And Shumpert kicks to Jackson. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Johnson dishes to Harkless. Plumlee with a screen on Shumpert. Here's Philemon, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
At the line, the York Trailblazers.
And he knocks down the first one. Chris Kaman is checked in for Portland. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Well, Cleveland shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Here's Jackson, and another 3 for Cleveland.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here. Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
McCollum with the ball, now guarded by Shumpert. Johnson kicks to Harkless. Came in a screen on Shumpert. Here's Philemon, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just too dominant in the low post to let him have the ball in that close.
Really simple opportunity for him. I mean, that's his bread and butter there.
Wasted no time on that one. 66 points for Freak.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Launches it, and the shot is good.
Wow. What can you say?
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Johnson kicks to Harkless. Came in a screen on Shumpert. Came in a screen. Just 5 on the clock. McCollum passes to King. And the first one drops.
Shooting from Portland, Chris Kaman. At the line.
Both free throws good from Kaman. Now here's Shumpert. Outside Jackson. A 3-ball. Shot is off. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. McCollum with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Came in a screen. Harkless with it. 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Thompson outside. Outside Shumpert. Here's Jackson. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous. They have been exceptional from deep.
Yeah, a bunch of their points coming from long range here. A major barrage.
Johnson outside. Kaman kicks to Harkless. Portland moving the ball around. On the wing, Johnson. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Cleveland with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Cavaliers.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
Absolutely. I mean, they had this date circled on the calendar for redemption. I mean, you never want to lose 2 games and be swept. It can be harder in an East-West game than playing against teams in your own conference. So this is a big win for them.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Jackson. What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Johnson. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. It would have been really easy to pack it in.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, tonight you factored into this game with both your scoring and your passing. How big a factor was ball movement in this win?